Hi guys, now that it's getting all summery outside, I am back with a few amazing bronzers to share with you that will give you the sun without the damage, cause no one wanna look like this. So remember to put on your sunscreen and let's get on with these amazing bronzers. So when it's really hot out and the sun is shining on you, even people with combination skin or oily skin can both get very oily really quickly, which is why I would recommend a powder. And I don't think when it comes to bronzers that you need to go out and spend a fortune, because you can get some really great ones from the drugstore, which is why I'll recommend some really great ones to you. I have a really solid recommendation for you. This one is the natural bronzer from Rimmel. This one is absolutely amazing in that it's not gonna break your bank. It costs you $2. It's a drugstore bronzer. It comes in two colors, I believe the Sunlight and the Sun Bronze. Both of them are really good. If you're a little bit more tan, you can use the Sun Bronze. But this one literally cost you $2 and it's a beautiful powder. It's not too orange in my opinion. It looks really natural, and also it's not very chalky or orange. This one is a solid recommendation that's gonna work for almost every skin type. Another bronzer that I've heard really great things about is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. Unfortunately, we do not have that in Denmark. Of course we don't. But I've heard so many YouTubers and beauty experts talk about this bronzer. It's supposed to be very natural, it's supposed to be very creamy, and also like the natural bronzer gonna be very natural on your skin. So that one is also a very good option if you like that natural look. So if you have very pale skin and basically are a ghost like myself, what you can do is just go 2 to 3 shades above in your favorite face powder. What this is going to do is give you that very natural look and very sun-kissed look that will not look too fake and not look like you spent 10 years in Costa Rica. So that's very attractive. So if you just dust that all over your face just very lightly, that's going to give you that beautiful sun-kissed look. So if you're someone who contours on a daily basis, what you can also do is just take your contour palette and actually bronze with that. Especially for example here the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. There's the middle color here that's absolutely perfect for bronzing. The reason that it's perfect for bronzing is that it's a little warmer than the other colors and it's really gonna warm up your face, and it's also a really beautiful powder that's not at all chalky. It's really creamy and it's just gonna blend into your skin without being too blotchy. So if you do want that JLo glow-ish look, the one I'm rocking today, as you probably can see, what you could also do is use a shimmery bronzer. I would, however, not recommend using too much of this or you're gonna look like an oil slick basically. So it's better if you just center that on your cheeks right here and perhaps a little bit on your nose and forehead and your chin, and perhaps also the top of your lips, which are naturally the highest points on your face that you wanna bring out. So the bronzer I used to do this today was just a Rimmel Sun Shimmer. This one is sort of great. It also comes in two colors. I have Gold Princess 001, and then we also have a shade above that that's also gonna give a little bit tanner people that glow and make them look really beautiful. But as I said, it's really important once you use a shimmery bronzer that you really focus that on the high points of your face, which is gonna give you that glow without it being too overwhelming. I cannot stress that enough. I don't like that look. If it's just too glowy all over, it's just gonna be too much. If you like that, please go for that, you do you, but for me, I think that looks very unnatural and too much, so I would just center it on those areas. So if you're someone who's a little bit afraid of all that shimmer in a shimmery bronzer and feel like that would be a little bit too extreme for you, what you could do is go for a cream bronzer instead. What the cream bronzer is going to do is that it's going to both hydrate your skin, so it's also very good for dry skin people, but it's going to give you that natural sheen on your skin. There are some really great options out there. For example, the Hoola bronzer, which I'm going to show a picture of right now. This one is really great since it's not too orange. Also, it's very hydrating, and also looks very natural on your skin. It's not going to overwhelm your look. So that's a really great way. Just take a little bit of that bronzer and then just focus it on the outer perimeter of your face to really warm up your face and give you a natural dew. So I do feel like also I want to touch upon how to apply a bronzer the right way, because I see all of those people who put on way too much bronzer and it just makes them look very fake, and it's obviously fake. basically I don't think that leather couch look is anywhere near attractive. What we want to do is just warm up the face and just create that natural healthy look. So the way I do it is that I just take my pan, I take my brush. This is the Real Techniques powder brush. This one is absolutely amazing for bronzing. I just dab it into the pan, tap it off, and then I just dust it on the outer perimeter of my face to really warm it up. And what that is going to do is give you that healthy, natural glow. Of course you can build it, but what you want to do is that you want to start small and build. And do not build too much, just create that natural look. If you only put it on your face and you put a lot on, what's going to happen is that your neck is going to be a different color to your face, which is not going to look attractive and it's not going to look natural in my opinion. So what I do usually is that I take a little bit more and then I just go down my neck very, very lightly to equalize the color between my face and my neck. And in that way I do feel like I get a very even bronzed look that's just going to look beautiful and healthy. Let's say for a hot second that you cannot find any of the bronzers that I recommended to you, which is very unlikely. But if it were to happen and you decided to go on a bronzer hunt yourself, what you want to look for is something that's not too orange. If you get that orange sheen from it, it's not going to be natural looking. You're basically just going to be looking like an Oompa Loompa. So that's not looking very beautiful. What you want to be looking for is something more cool toned and more neutral, which is going to be way more flattering on most people. Another thing that you could be looking for and avoiding basically is that it's too chalky, so when you sample it on your hand, it's not gonna look like a piece of chalk that you just sampled. That's gonna make you look very dry, and also it looks like you just sucked all of the moisture and life out of your skin. Instead you want to look for something that's very creamy, even in a powder, that's just gonna give you that natural, beautiful, bronzed, healthy sheen. And let's say you're very, very new to bronzers. I would not recommend a shimmery bronzer to you, since matte bronzers are generally a more safe choice, since they're going to be way more forgiving of slight mishaps in application. So do not go for a shimmery bronzer unless you know where to put it. Alright guys, so those were all my advice around bronzers. I hope you bronze up beautifully this summer, and until next time, stay tuned.